a divorced mom of 2, and I have them week on, week off. And sometimes it's really sad. I miss them a lot, and I'm used to seeing them every single day. But I was just laying here thinking how much better divorced life is. For one, I don't have to have sex if I don't want to. But if I want to, men are easy. You can have sex any night you wanted to have sex. I'm forced to take time for myself, which means that I haven't lost my identity in being a mom. Which, since my identity isn't tied to being a mom, I'm not as invested in who my kids are.
Yo, what is going on, guys? I hope you are all doing well. So on today's episode, we have a video here of a delusional woman getting divorced, thinking that she will find a new man soon and that she will just be able to sail off into the sunset with the man's money, because this is what a lot of these women do. They go out here, they get married, not to actually be wives or to be, forever partners, but in order to rob men. But this woman got a little bit of a rude awakening. So without further ado, let's jump right in. Don't forget to leave your thoughts and your comments.
So when I left my first husband, I was not making a lot of money. I want to say maybe back then I was making like $55,000 a year. And I had to pay him child support because we had 50-50 custody, and that's how it works. Like, whoever is making more than the other person has to pay that person to make things equitable for the children. And he managed to lose his job while we were separated and going through the divorce, so therefore I had to pay him. And it wasn't a small amount for somebody who was making like $55,000 a year. I want to say it was almost like $400 a month I had to pay him.
I have absolutely zero sympathy for women who go through this process, okay, and they lose all of their money or they have to continue paying the man that they were with, because this is something that men have had to deal with for a very long time. The fact that it's still enshrined in law is absolutely hilarious to me. But yeah, these women, guys, they get super bitter. They get frustrated when it's their turn to pay up. And let's be really honest about this, okay? These women who are going out here and dating men for the long term, they're not exactly typically dating men who earn less money than them, right? They're always going to go after dudes who are earning more money so that she can have a chance at his income when everything is said and done.
So during like the year after we split up, I ended up going into about $8,000 in credit card debt. I had to use my credit card sometimes to buy groceries and stuff.
Oh, boo-hoo. So I'm a divorced mom of 2, and I have them week on, week off. And sometimes it's really sad. I miss them a lot, and I'm used to seeing them every single day. Last time they were at their dad's, I was like super depressed. And I don't miss being married, but I miss being able to see them every day. But I was just laying here thinking how much better divorced life is. For one, I don't have to have sex if I don't want to. But if I want to, men are easy. You can have sex any night you wanted to have sex. I'm forced to take time for myself, which means that I haven't lost my identity in being a mom. Which, since my identity isn't tied to being a mom, I'm not as invested in who my kids are. And I mean that by they are allowed to be whoever they want to be, and I get to love them where they are.
These kids are going to grow up in such a disadvantageous position that it's absolutely crazy to me. Also, modern women flexing that they can get bedroom fun on the internet is not as big of a flex as they think it might be. Okay, whenever you see videos like this, guys, whenever I see videos like this, I always think to myself, wow, what an absolute clown. Okay, single mothers bragging about being able to get bedroom fun from men is not a flex at all. Okay, and it's not a flex to be a single mother in the first place. Guys, back in the day, the rates of single mothers used to be, in the dumpster, okay? And if she was a single mother, it would be because typically she was a widow. Now we have them left, right, and center because you have these women being rewarded for leaving men, right? And I don't care how many videos they make saying that they are happy. A lot of these women cry themselves to sleep at night. They're on prescription medication because they're not happy individuals, and that's the way their life goes.
Instead of me having expectations and then them trying to be that person. 5-star steakhouses used to be a special event thing. Now they're a normal date night. And some guys even think I'm funny.
I was trying to get into your pants.
All right, well, after 8 months of separation, after divorce, I'm finally going on a date. I finally decided to join a dating app, and oh God, I just want to take a freaking nap now.
What's the bet? Before we even continue with this video, guys, what is the bet that this woman right here has not been celibate for these past 8 months? Okay, oh, I've been single for a year. I thought it was time to hop on the dating applications. This is just an absolute lie. This is one of the lies that modern women like to tell to make themselves appear pure, right? Like, oh, I've only been with my husband. I guarantee you that's not the case at all. And the reason they always sigh about these dating applications, guys, is because men won't commit to them on the dating applications. That's why it's a problem. Right? They go out there, they have their fun, they think it's great, and then they're like, wait a minute, none of these 20 guys who I go out and have bedroom fun with, none of them actually want a relationship with me. Really weird, really strange.
Freaking nap now. I'm not excited about dating. I don't see how I'm going to have any interest in anyone anytime soon, but I feel like it must be done at some point in time in order for me to, I don't know, give people a chance again at some point down the road. So.
Yeah, guys, look, think about how narcissistic this is, right? She thinks that she should continue dating because she just views it as, you know, the Lord's gift to humanity that people have a chance to be with her. You know, I think I might give people a chance, and that's probably why I should date in the future. The narcissism from these videos is disgusting. And actually, it's more desperation than anything. That's why these women are still out here dating in their 30s, complaining about dating applications, because no dude wants to wife them up who actually has any level of self-respect.
So, let you know how it goes. This is going to be interesting.
$50,000 a year, and my wife is making $200,000 a year. I should not have to pay her any money. I bettered myself while he just sat around. Why should I get less child support? Since the kids are living with mom full time, even though she makes more money, Dad, I still order you to pay child support to mom.
This video is going viral right now of this woman who said she did not want to be a responsible parent, so she gave up her kids, and now she's having to pay her old husband child support.
Okay, so in November, I decided I no longer wanted to be a responsible parent, and I gave up my kids.
Huh?
Have you guys noticed that some of my videos have gone missing over here on YouTube? That is because I am slowly moving them over to locals where I can actually host them without the risk of getting in trouble. If you are not aware, many creators are starting to move over to places like locals, Rumble, etc. because YouTube is not really a free speech platform. So if you are interested in supporting the channel and getting access to videos that are no longer available here, make sure that you come and join us over on Locals. The link will be in the video description down below. Supporters get access to their own exclusive videos that are no longer available to the public. So make sure you go to the link in the description and join us over there now. But anyway, guys, back to today's episode.
I was just tired of being responsible and caring for them. I felt like I was too young and I wanted to go out there and experience life, and I started dating someone else, so it just didn't fit with my new lifestyle. And I didn't have anything to worry about because the other parent is a very responsible parent. But now I'm here because now I'm earning child support, and to top it off, I'm really pissed off that I took care of them all the way up to November, and I couldn't claim them on my taxes because the other parent had already claimed them.
All I can say is, what has this world come to, man? This woman, this mother is mad that she has to pay child support because she abandoned her kids because they didn't fit her lifestyle. Like, could you imagine being so entitled, so evil, to just think that you can just throw away your kids and think that, you know, the club lifestyle or this, you know, lavish lifestyle is better than the greatest thing on earth?
You know, guys, I feel really sorry for the children in this particular situation, right? Can you imagine in the future you come across this video where, you know, you find out that your mother didn't even want to look after you because you didn't fit in with her lifestyle? Okay, and I think there are a lot of modern women who actually have this kind of thinking and this kind of opinion, and they straight up ditch their families, or they tear their families apart for money, and they're rewarded by the government in order to do so, guys. That's why there are so many of these individuals, right? It's because they literally oftentimes get payouts for doing it, and whenever they don't get payouts and they cry and they complain, And they say that things are unfair, even though they're trying to either take the kids or just completely abandon the family altogether. But let's continue with the video.
Baby mama, I'm here to say that child support is only for absent fathers. Not because you guys broke up. He's a complete deadbeat, yeah, go for it. If you know that he takes care of his kid, gets them when he's supposed to, you're just a bitter bitch.
You expect to get child support?
Yes, ma'am.
And the child has been living with him for almost, is a boy or girl?
Boy.
His whole life?
Yes, ma'am. Well, when I get my baby back, I want child support, yeah. He makes way more money than I do. I want my baby back and I want child support.
I'm sorry, you have to excuse me because nothing you're saying is making sense right now. You came to court to ask me to give a child back to you that was taken from you, that's 5 years old, that's pretty much lived with this man the entire time that he has been taken care of.
Videos like this are absolutely insane. So you have this woman right here. This is exactly why, by the way, guys, that men don't want to get engaged with modern women, right? They don't want to get married. They don't want to have kids with them. They don't want anything to do with them because you never know if your psychopathic ex is just going to, you know, number one, dump you at any given point in time, and number two, drag you to court to try and take you for money, which you shouldn't even be paying her in the first place. Okay, and I love just how like entitled these individuals feel to a man's funds. Like, yeah, I should be here, right? My kid was taken away from me. I should be able to take money, right? And you can clearly tell that she is absolutely crazy. So many of these women, they date and they have families so that they can take the families and try and take the money afterwards. It is absolutely disgusting. Right? This woman is trying to get money from a guy for a kid, and she doesn't even have custody of the child, which is another giant red flag, guys, considering how biased courts are towards women. If you have a woman and she does not have custody of the child, you can guarantee there's some weird crap going on there. Okay? Because courts love to give children to the mothers specifically. If you guys look up the court statistics, right, by country and things like this, you can see that the majority of the time the custody is awarded to the woman. Right, so to me personally, when it's a red flag whenever I see a woman complaining that she didn't get custody, and now she's even trying to get money and she still doesn't have custody. It's insane.
Taken care of.
They took my baby away because my ex-boyfriend is an abuser and I'm not with him anymore, so I want my baby back.
Right, but the child hasn't been living with you. The child has been living with him.
Yeah, because of my ex, and I'm not with my ex anymore.
Yeah, so no, it doesn't work like that. It doesn't work like that. He would literally have to have given you the child back. And then you come in here, after you've been having the child for some time, then you come in here and say, Judge, I want this to be changed. I've been having the child this entire time. I want him to pay child support. That would be a little bit more reasonable. But what you're asking for today is very unreasonable.
Okay, well, give me my baby back, and then I'll come back in a while and ask for child support.
Well, I can't give you your baby back because I never took your baby. Okay? Actually, nobody really took your baby. You lost your baby for your own negligence with your ex-boyfriend.
Yeah, right. So this thing is probably entirely scripted. I'm not completely sure. It seems very scripted to me. But if you're taking it at face value, right, the woman here was dating some dude. Apparently, he probably was into substances, or he wasn't such a fantastic guy on paper, apparently. Although I actually think that the woman was the issue, to be honest with you. But she couldn't have custody of the child. Maybe the dude that she was seeing didn't want to have the kid in the house, and she was like, fine. I don't know. But she's out here trying to date new dudes, whatever the case may be. And they're clearly, you know, don't really want to have a kid around random strange dudes. So, hey, it is what it is. I don't feel sorry for these women, guys. They're absolute nutbags, right? And they're thieves. They're absolutely thieves, right? You go out there, you have children with a woman who you think is nice, and then all of a sudden she's this crazy woman who tries to take things from you. She tries to take your children from you. She goes out here, she sees a bunch of random men, and she expects to have custody. Hell no.
That has nothing to do with me, okay? Now, fill me in over here. The baby was placed with you after the boyfriend hit the baby?
Yep.
And he's been living with you ever since then?
Yep.
You've been taking care of him?
Mm-hmm.
You paid for everything for the child.
Everything.
What does she do?
I visit.
She visits unsupervised.
Okay.
There you go, right? Random strange dudes in the house who's like an ex-boyfriend, clearly not good for the child. And then this woman is so insane that she rocks up completely unsupervised to his house, probably to try and take the kid back. Insane, guys. It's funny, right? Because you can have a good man. This guy, on face value, to me, seems like a reasonable guy. He seems like he's been through a lot of headaches if this is non-scripted, right? And then, he's being dragged to court, and the woman's trying to take the kid off of him, even though she's clearly damn crazy. She gets herself involved with men who shouldn't be near the child at all. It's just such a disgusting situation that this is even a thing. And the reason why this is a thing in the first place, guys, is because these women are rewarded for leaving these relationships, and also they can leave at any given point in time, right? Particularly with these marriages and stuff like this, right? A woman can leave simply because she feels like it, and then, trying to take you to court for money.
Congratulations. Financially, what did she do?
Financially?
Yeah.
Nothing.
Oh, that's what I figured. Okay. I see what's going on here. Yeah, and I'm not about to play this game with you. You're the one that's going to pay him child support
What?
today. Yeah, you are.
He makes like 3 times as much money as I do. I have to give him my money?
Yeah, see, I think that this thing is probably scripted, but it's absolutely hilarious because I think that situations like this definitely do happen a lot. Particularly, in the case of men getting dragged to these things because women are trying to get money out of them, and not even for the child. Like, let's be honest about this, guys. When these women are complaining about child support, this woman is trying to get child support and she's not even looking after the child. But, regular cases, I think that a lot of these girls who are trying to get child support, the money doesn't even go to the child in the first place. Right? They're just crying and complaining because they want the money for themselves. They don't want to work. They're lazy people. They're narcissistic, and they always piggyback off of other people's lives. It's absolutely disgusting. But guys, we are going to be leaving today's episode there. As always, remember to leave your thoughts and your comments. Make sure you take care of yourselves, and I'll be seeing you all in the next one. Peace.